Hey guys, normally don't make videos, but this is really bothering me. We're gonna just get into it. So, I don't know if most of you guys know, Samsung as a company has not shipped out the Note 8 to the pre-order members that pre-ordered it from as back as August. I'm one of those pre-order members who haven't gotten their phone since August. When you call Samsung, they give you the runaround. They're pretty much different. I've called at least 5 times. Different people give me different answers. One said our location is in Texas, so therefore our pre-order site, weren't able to get the phones on time, which is bullshit. How I know it's bullshit? Because I asked them, well, I did some research and I made up a location. Seems like your location is not in Texas, it's actually in Nevada. And she's like, oh, yeah, we have a location also in Texas, which doesn't exist. After I Googled it, I didn't see any location in Texas. And if there was location in Texas, here's a fun fact. Every other phone carrying company got their phones. So that's from Walmart to Target to Costco to, of course, Sprint, AT&T, you name it. All of them got the Note 8. We are the only ones who didn't have the Note 8. What makes it especially frustrating is the fact that we pre-order ours from the company itself, Samsung. And another thing that bothers me is how all this like big YouTubers who are in the tech world never actually mentioned this. Why does it take a regular Joe like me to make the statement? I don't know if Samsung is paying them not to talk about this, but this is a huge issue. There's over 300,000 people affected currently. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I pre-ordered my phone. Let's say August. I think it was August 28th. Technically, I pre-ordered August 20th. But because of issues with they keep canceling the order that I had for whatever reason, I thought it was a computer glitch. I had to call them and have them actually make the order for me, because just doing over online, it will process for maybe 2 days, then it will cancel. Anyway, I go ahead and spoke to them and they got my phone pre-ordered. So part of the frustration about all of this is one, right? I think it's more of I think it's something more insidious than what Samsung are saying. Because when you call them, they say, oh, it's a shipment issue, we're overstock, which is bullshit, like I mentioned before, because every other company has excess amount of Note 8s. Every other phone, accessory, e-commerce, whatever you want to call it, has the Note 8. So that can't be the issue. But here's why I think it is. And, if you feel the same way, feel free to chime in or share this video. So if you used to have the Note 7 and the issue that happened last year with the Note 7, they give you, I think, a $300 or $400 discount to purchase the Note 8. And also, if you turn in one of your Edge 7s or Edge, Edge 7, Edge 8, whatever, you also get like a $300 back, and they give you a 250 gigabyte worth of storage device plus an extra wireless charger, supercharger, right? So I think their plan is, so if you make the order, right, because the reason why you pre-order so you get your phone first. So I think what Samsung did was, if you make your pre-order, right, they hold off on delivering your merchandise, so that way you get frustrated after waiting a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks while everybody else have gotten their phone, so you could cancel your order. Therefore, they get their money and the placeholder of knowing that you pre-ordered the phone. Two, they don't give you all the incentives that they promised you. Big one. I think that one is the biggest one. They don't give you the incentives of getting your for the people who used to have the Note 7, getting the Note 8 for a discount, and also the people who wanted to return their Edge 7, they don't give them that $300 discount. And then meanwhile, most people pre-order so they get their phone first. So I think that's literally their plan. Is the fact that they figure if they frustrate enough people, about 60% of people will drop out, and they don't mind dishing out losing money with 40% versus the 100% that we have lost, or maybe 20%. Because I mean, they could hold this as long as they could keep doing this till November. Especially if it's working out for them. So I think I'm bringing this to light because I want some of the bigger news outlets within the YouTube world or within the social media world to talk about this. Some other experience I had when I spoke to them at least 7 times. Different people give me conflicting answers. Speaking to a lady today, she told me she doesn't know why the shipment is taking so long. And I call BS on that because I used to work for an e-commerce company back a while ago, and there's no way fulfillment will be late for even a day without the rest of the team knowing about it, because most e-commerce markets, fulfillment is the bread and butter for most of their money, most of their finances. So can you imagine as calling Samsung e-commerce phone service and they don't know why the order is taking so long? That's literally the answer most of them haven't given me, and I've talked to at least 6 different people. So let's put this in perspective. So when I used to work for the company I used to work for, they had a customer service rep. Obviously, just any place you order, if you order something and maybe the thing wasn't delivered or is broken, when you call customer service, they'll let you know, sorry, here's what we're going to do to fix that, because they work together. But it seems like either the managers are informing the telecommunicating agents not to give us the real information, or just keep stalling, or they literally don't know. Either way is a huge red flag for a big corporate like Samsung. I mean, can you imagine? But like I said, I refuse to believe it's a shipment thing. I think there is more insidious than that. I really believe that they want everybody to pre-order so they get their revenue up, get their stocks up, get everything up, and that way they'll have to fulfill the promises of giving you a $400 discount, $300 discount with a storage device, with a charging device. And I think that's really what it is. As you can see, a lot of people are in a hush-hush about this. I mean, it's funny because you think a lot of this, tech YouTubers will pick up on this. I know they know somebody that knows somebody that ordered through Samsung. So the fact that no one is speaking on it, I've researched, nothing comes up about this, I think is really disheartening, because companies like this, if one of them could get away with it, more of them are going to start doing it. I think as consumers, we need to hold them accountable for this kind of action. I think we need to hold them accountable for some of this behavior. That's the only way it will change. I say hashtag fuck Samsung. Make that shit trend as long as we can. I want as many people to be as vocal as they can about the situation, because I don't think it's fair. Samsung has the finances. They definitely have the finances to reallocate if it was a problem in Texas, which the hurricane was 2-3 weeks ago. But if there was a problem in Texas, they have enough finances to allocate their shipment sites to a different location. And a big company like Samsung, Samsung is not even made in it's not even made in the U.S. So you can imagine. But anyway, if they're being stored in Texas, which they're not, from the research I've done, they can reallocate to a different location. I'm pretty sure a company as big as that has a failover plan, for situations just like this. So I think that's bullshit. But I'm urging everybody, consumers of Samsung products, to make this video viral. And the only reason I'm making this video because I don't see anyone else doing it. I'm not seeing Phil DeFranco doing it. I'm not seeing that brown guy do it. The black guy, I forgot his name. I don't see that bearded guy with glasses. I don't know these YouTubers' names. I just watch their shit. I don't see any of them do it. So I'm taking it upon myself to bring this to light. Hopefully you guys could join in. I'm also going to probably do another video when I actually speak to a customer rep, so you can hear some of the bullshit they tell me. Of course, not all of them. Some of them just don't give a shit. Almost like they know this is happening. They just don't give a shit. Some of them will just be like, oh, well, I guess you don't have your phone. I'm like, yeah, are you guys gonna give us any information? We don't have information to give you. I'm like, what do you mean? You work with Samsung. You represent Samsung for e-commerce, for a product that is the most popular product at this time, and you don't know anything, you haven't even brought it up to your manager, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the first call today. How I know I'm not the first call? Because I was in a waiting list for 5 hours. So, but this seems not to just give a shit. Almost like the management, I've told them, yeah, don't give a shit, don't worry, we're not losing our jobs, nothing's going on. Corporates telling us to do this because we need to milk their money and take advantage of the incentive that we falsely gave them. And I think that's really the main issue. And I feel like if this could go viral, if a news agency could pick this up and share some light on this kind of injustice, I think it will do, the e-commerce market a huge service. Samsung is a big company, and they did something like this last year. And the whole debacle they had with the Note 7, the fact that the fans, which being me, was able to still support them, and then still treat us like this, says that they don't give a damn about nothing else but the money. And I feel like as an e-commerce community, or as a consumer community, we do not need to support companies who are just gonna do that without any kind of ramifications for their actions. This video is going long enough, but please, I want hashtag Samsung, fuck Samsung, to go viral. I want people to bring more light into this. I know I'm not the only one who's outraged. I want as many people who have a voice to get behind this, share the video, pass it around, make memes, make jokes. Fuck it, destroy Samsung reputation, because when you do that, that's when they're gonna realize their bad practices. And we know this. I mean, it's common sense. If you do anything that's wrong, there's no ramification for your actions, you're gonna validate yourself to keep doing it. We know this as a fact. And sorry, I actually parked on the side of the road just to talk about this because it's been bothering me. I've called them so many times, and because I'm persistent, I want to see how this is going to end. That's the reason why I haven't recalled my phone to actually buy it somewhere else. At this point, it's not even about the money. It's just the principles about the thing. It's just the principles behind it. Anyway, I'm signing out. Pass this around. Hashtag fuck Samsung. I want more people to make videos talking about their problems and the issues they've had with Samsung regarding the orders. I think that will help the cause. Good night.